In the desolate heart of South Africa, there lies a stretch of road that has become infamous. Uniondale, a small, quiet town known for little more than its haunting history. But there is one story that has sent chills down the spine of every traveler who dares to pass through at night. A story that refuses to die. A story of a ghost. A woman trapped between life and death, wandering the lonely roads, waiting for someone to pick her up. This is the Ghost of Uniondale. On the night of April 12th, 1968, a young couple drove down the winding Barandas-Willowmore road just outside Uniondale. Maria Charlotte Roux, a bright 22-year-old woman, sat next to her fiancé, Giel Pretorius, on a journey that would change everything. But something went horribly wrong. As the rain began to pour down, Giel lost control of the car. The vehicle veered off the road, rolling over and throwing Maria from the car. Giel survived with only a few scratches, but Maria was dead. Her life snuffed out in an instant. Their story should have ended there. Maria's funeral was held, and her grieving fiancé was left to move on. But Maria's story didn't end. Not like this, because some say Maria didn't die that night. She was taken, and her restless spirit has wandered the road ever since, looking for something or someone. 8 years passed before the first report of something strange on that very road. In 1976, a motorcyclist named André Koitse was traveling along the Barandas-Willowmore road late at night. He was alone, the road empty, the air heavy with the weight of a storm. As he approached a bend, he saw her, a young woman standing by the side of the road, waving her arms as though trying to get his attention. Her face was pale, her dark hair wet from the rain, her clothes old-fashioned and out of place, and she was in desperate need of help. André stopped, unsure of why he felt so compelled to help her. She climbed on behind him without saying a word, her cold presence sending a chill through his body. As the wind howled around them, André felt the weight of her presence on the back of his bike. But then, something terrifying happened. As André looked over his shoulder to check on the woman behind him, she was gone, disappeared. There was no trace of her, no footprints in the dirt, no sign that anyone had ever been there. Only the faintest, lingering feeling that something, or someone, had been there with him. That night, André didn't know what he had encountered, but the story he would tell would haunt him forever. André's story wasn't a one-off. Over the years, others began to report similar sightings along the same stretch of road. Truck drivers, travelers, even local farmers all saw the same woman, desperate, wet, and eerily silent. She was always standing at the same spot on the road, her face pale, her eyes full of sorrow, her clothes appearing as if from another time. Some of them stopped to offer help, but just like André, they would turn around to find nothing. No trace of the woman, not even a whisper of her footsteps. Just the road, empty, quiet, and cold. Those who didn't stop say they've seen her in their rear-view mirror, her face pale and distorted, her eyes locked on them as they sped away. And in those moments, they knew deep down that she wasn't just a figment of their imagination. She was real, and and she was waiting, watching. Maria Charlotte Roux died on that road, and yet she never left. The tragic accident that claimed her life, her love, and her future seems to have left a mark so deep that her spirit was bound to this very place. She wanders the road still, trapped in the past, searching for something or someone to help her find peace. They say if you drive down that road late at night, you'll see her, the hitchhiker, standing by the side of the road, waiting for a ride that will never come. If you're brave enough to stop, she'll climb into your car without saying a word. But don't look back. If you do, you'll see what no one should ever see. Her face, the face of a woman who died too young, the face of Maria Charlotte Roux. Some say Maria's ghost is forever trapped on that lonely stretch of road, forever searching for the one thing she can never have again: rest, peace, and closure. But for others, the haunting has only just begun. Her restless spirit will never stop searching for a ride, never stop wandering, and who knows, maybe tonight, on the very road you're driving, she's waiting for you. Remember, never stop on that road, because some ghosts don't want your help. They just want you to join them. Subscribe for more chilling true crime and ghost stories, if you dare.